Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing well. And welcome to day 68 of reading 101 essays that will change the way you think. As always, shout out to Brianna West for the text. And today's title is The Happier You Are with a Decision, the Less You Need Other People to Be, and 11 Other Things Truly Fulfilled People Know. Fulfillment may seem like the elusive desire that's driving an entire consumer's market, but that's only because some people are smart at capitalizing on something inherent of us all, or at least inherent of us by the millions. We all have an aching desire to live a meaningful life, and yet none of us seems to know how. Somewhere along the line, we confused happiness for what we have opposed to what we do. We thought the solution to an incomprehensible emptiness was to fill everything else around us. Needless to say, this has mostly, if not entirely, failed. To be truly fulfilled is to be happy because of your own self-realization. It is to come to such a genuine understanding of what you want that not doing it isn't an option anymore. It's being beyond the mindset you adopted or the ideals that are not inherently your own. It is the humble simplicity of what you want to offer the world each day. And it is the love you awaken as you do it. I feel like a lot of us, we don't make decisions based on our own happiness. We make them based on what society will think of us if we do, what our parents, our friends. But we'll never find true fulfillment if we don't do the things that we genuinely want to do. Like for me, recording these videos, making these videos is what I decided to do. This is what makes me happy. And even though I'm not making any money from it, I'm still doing it. I've been doing it for 2 years and almost a half now. I started making videos September 2023, and now it's June 2026. So this September will be 3 years of me making videos without any sort of results, or not necessarily results, or any sort of monetary value. And people will always look at me or will always say things about me like, why are you doing these things? But if it brings me true fulfillment, then that's all that really matters. This is the first point. Success is falling in love with the process, not the outcome. It's making your dreams about the journey, about the doing, about the day in, day out routine, and minutiae. The life you want is within the simplicity of your everyday tasks. You can't only focus on writing the synopsis and then wonder why you don't have a book yet. We all think that success is outcome. We think that success is results. We are very results driven, whether it's career-wise, relationship-wise, in our personal life, everything. Our society is all about results. And if you don't get results, then it means that you should do something else. You should change and you should pursue something else. But if you love what you do and you're not getting these huge outcomes that people will be impressed by, then it doesn't really matter, because results aren't everything. If you hate what you're doing and get good results, will it really matter to you? Number 2, only some happiness is valued in society. Not everybody will applaud that you left your job to work at a coffee shop because it's what you love. There's really only one kind of happiness that society values. And that's the kind that society is comfortable with. The kind that is far enough removed from genuine contentment that nobody feels pressured to consider how unfulfilling their own lives are. Do not let other people's demons decide what your happiness is. Do not let other people's fears of them make you afraid too. Number 3, love and success are not expendable. They're not non-renewable sources. Someone else's doesn't take away from your own. This belief registers for most people in elementary school. We see that some people are popular and some aren't. Some people can be happy, some can't. This is often what begins the lifelong competition that only ever exists in our heads. Someone else's success doesn't make you less successful. Someone else receiving love or praise doesn't mean you aren't loved or praiseworthy. You are not only as good as you are better than someone else. We live in a very competition society, a very one-upping society, and you see it all the time in school, job-wise, career, social media. We do things, we post things just to one-up other people. But are we doing them because we want to, or is it because we want to be better than someone else? Because we think that if we're better than someone else, if we one-up another person, it means that we're worthy of love, or we are more valuable than another person. But if you do things just because you want to seem better, then are you really happy? Are you really happier than another person? Number 4, the happier you are with a decision, the less you need other people to be. The happier you are with what you do, the less you need other people to support you. Ironically, it's also in being happier with what you do that you'll find the support you're looking for before you knew how to give it yourself. I feel like we all just wait for people to support us. We're like, I'm not gonna pursue this until I have support. But you'll never have support until you do it, until you start, and then you'll find people supporting you. Because at the start, everybody will doubt you. At the start, when you have nothing to show for it, people aren't gonna support you. People aren't gonna be happy with a decision where there's nothing to back it up. Number 5, the end goal is to see how simplest things are the most extraordinary. When the end goal is to have something tangible, the end goal has not actually been identified yet. Tangible goals, money, books, job titles, and so on are mile markers. They are the products of your life and not the goals of your life. The goals are to be truly fulfilled. The book you write to do that is not your fulfillment. It's one expression of it. Don't confuse the radio for the sound wave. I feel like we all look for these mile markers. We're like, when I make this amount of money, when I get married, when I have this amount of followers, then you'll feel like you reached a goal. But the goal is fulfillment. The goal is to be happy in what you do. And just because you don't make a certain amount of money or you don't have a certain amount of followers, it doesn't mean that you're not fulfilled. It doesn't mean that you're not happy. Because for me, doing this, I am fulfilled. I am fulfilled in what I do. But am I at certain mile markers that I want to be at? No. But does that mean that I'm not happy? No. As long as you love what you do, then it is all that matters. Number 6, you don't have to, you get to. This is one of the simplest changes in perception, and yet also something truly fulfilled people master. The knowing that everything is an opportunity to experience. You don't have to go to work, you get to go to work. You don't have to wake up early, you get to wake up early. You start considering things not as obligations, but as opportunities. You start taking advantage of them rather than trying to avoid them. This is just that perspective switch, that mindset switch, that you are in the position and you're able to do a certain thing. Because some people, oh, I have to fix my car. But some people, they don't even have a car to fix. So you have the opportunity to fix a car that you have that another person doesn't. You don't have to go to work. You get to go to work. Because especially in this economy now, a lot of people, they don't even have a job. And you're complaining about the job that you get to go to. You don't have to go to work. You can quit at any time you want. And another person will gladly take your job, but you get to go to work. You have the opportunity that a lot of people don't have. So the things that you dread to do, reframe it and say, I get to do these things. Not I have to, but I am put in a position And you are blessed to have these problems. You're blessed to get to do these things. Number 7, easy does it and does it well. It's a phrase used to frequently and yet rarely ever with an understanding. Anything that is genuine and wonderful and most probably successful is effortless. The state you're in when you're creating will be what the outcome is. The more ease and love you put into it, the more people will get out of it. Number 8, anything that exists in your life exists because you created it. Anything that persists does so because you are feeding it. Consider this. Every one of your actions feeds something within you. It feeds your desire for control, your love for your job, your spitefulness towards your sister, your complacency with your marriage. Every action creates and compounds upon something that already exists. With this in mind, ask yourself what it is you feed each day. Your life will make more sense if you do. This happens all the time. We have problems, we feed into it, and we wonder why our life is a certain way. We create everything in our life. We create more problems, but we can also be the ones to create the solutions for those problems. It's whatever you choose to create. You choose to create opportunities for yourself, and that's what's going to happen. You choose to stay stuck in this job that you hate. That's what's going to happen. You create everything in your life. The problems, the solutions, the good, the bad. Whatever you feed grows. Number 9, it's not about whether or not you listen to yourself. It's about what part of yourself you listen to. Most people find it almost impossible to listen to their instincts because they don't know what they're saying. Or worse, they've listened to them before and they've been destructively incorrect or short-sighted. That's because at any given time, there will be many different voices that drive you to different outcomes. Your immediate instincts may be geared toward protecting you rather than expanding you. They could be speaking out of a place of lack or fear. You have to ask yourself, what is the root of this reaction? Where does it come from? And what is its outcome in the long term? The parts that we listen to ourselves, it's like we need to sit with ourselves more often, and we need to learn to listen to certain voices and learn to tune out other voices. But I feel like a lot of us, we don't know which ones to listen to because we often tune it out. We often don't even listen to ourselves, and we don't spend time with ourselves, because the way that you know which voice to listen to is to know yourself more. And the way that you know yourself, the way that you get to know yourself, is by spending more time with yourself. And that's how I feel is how we listen to certain parts of ourselves, and it's making those mistakes and understanding, where is this voice coming from? Is this voice trying to protect me because you don't want to get hurt again? Or is this voice coming from a place of wanting more for yourself, wanting better for yourself? Number 10, even when you justify your judgment of people by how right you are, you're still wrong. It doesn't matter how awful someone is being or how correct you are in your takedown of their mental emotional state. You're still wrong for doing it. It's not your job to police for the universe. It's your job to take care of why you feel more comfortable attacking assumptions you make about others rather than the assumptions you fear they're making about you. I feel like we do this all the time. We see a problem with someone, we see someone has a flawed way of thinking or a flawed way of doing something, and even though we may be right, it doesn't make us right to do it, because we can't judge other people and we can't try to control every aspect of a person's life. And we just have to let go of that. We have to let go of what people do and what people think, because there will always be people who have flawed ways of thinking, who have things to say about you, and if that bothers you, you will never be truly fulfilled in you. You'll always feel the need to fix people or convince people that you're right when it doesn't matter, and when you have to just let go of it. Number 11, your soul knows what to do to heal itself. The challenge is to let it. Most mental and emotional healing comes from first completely addressing the problem. You'll find that throughout your life, you'll create situations again and again that all but force you to address some long-standing issue. That's because you necessarily want to torture yourself, but that you want to address it and bring it to your conscious awareness so you can deal with it and let it go. Trust in your nature. It knows more than your physical mind. Number 12, you probably can't be whatever you want, but if you're really lucky and you work really hard, you can be exactly who you are, which is all most people ever want anyway. Grandiose visions of being something spectacular and spectacularly removed from someone's skill set and personality, etc., can be measured in proportion to how much they feel they are lacking. The funny reality is that people who accomplish incredible things never think of them as incredible. They think of them as normal. It's the integration into normalcy that makes it a pattern, which makes it a routine, which makes it a habit, which ultimately makes it a product. That drive and consistency is born of one thing and one thing only: doing something in alignment with who you truly are. It is a privilege, albeit an extraordinary challenge, to awaken yourself. Even more so is to have someone who loves that person, a job that utilizes that person, and a life that fully realizes that person, even if you deny them along the way. I feel like the most happy people will just do what fulfills them. Do what fulfills them no matter what other people have to say. They don't care about what other people do, the opinions of other people on them. They just do what they love, despite the results, despite the monetary things that come with it, because our society is very results-based, very status-based. And we think that with these results, with these job titles, social media followers, amount of money that we make, fancy cars, extravagant vacations, all these things that we post, tell people about, we think that this is what brings us true value. But that doesn't bring you fulfillment, and that will never bring you true happiness. So it's doing the things that you love, despite the results that you get, despite what other people have to say. So stop doing things that don't fulfill you. Stop doing things just because you think that people will love you more for doing it. You think that, oh, if I become a lawyer, people will respect me, people will love me because I'll make this amount of money, because I have a job title as lawyer. But if people only like you for that, for your money, for your title, for your status, do they really love you for you? Right? It's the people who love you for the things that you love. So tomorrow's title is What People Who Have Lost Love Know. So I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 69.